Hi, we are now on our part 5 of our tutorial. It is about the syntax, or the things that we put on the contents for each of the pages. So, to view the example, let's head on and edit the page 2 for all about cyber. So let's click edit. So the first thing, or the first syntax that we will be using is the headers. Now the headers, let's view this page. The headers refer to this orange colored text and in boldface. To get this result, you must type in under a heading 2 format. To do this, for example, we will type in another header, then highlight, then click this show or hide kitchen sink to view additional options. Then there's a drop down here. It is in a paragraph format. To change it to this bold header subheading, bold face orange subheading, you must select heading 2, then update. If this yellow notification appears, it means it has successfully updated the page. So let's go on and refresh this page. So there you go. This is the first syntax, the header. The next syntax is the paragraphs. The paragraph set to edit our paragraph. These are the normal text format that we see on the contents. So to add another paragraph, for example, after this, another new paragraph, then as you can see, it's under the format of paragraph, then update. So let's hit refresh. So there you go. There's the new paragraph that we made. So the next syntax that we will be using is the show current page syntax. This refers to this information on the upper right corner of our contents. This tells us which page are we in and the total of pages under the all about cyber. Now, to do that, we will be using a custom syntax. That custom syntax is called the show page. Remember that syntax will only function well if it is typed in correctly. So the show current page syntax is open and close bracket, then show page. So you can type this show page syntax anywhere on this content. So this will appear right here. The next is our sidebar syntax. The sidebar syntax refers to adding up contents here in this blank gray area. To add the text inside this gray area, you must type in this syntax: sidebar, then close it with another syntax. So the text that we'll be putting inside this syntax will appear on this blank gray area. So for example, I put another sidebar text, then refresh or hit update, sorry. So let's refresh this page. So there. So what if we want to add an image? So let's delete this. I put another sidebar text, then leave the cursor there, then press add media. Now let's select. So we can select from our previous uploads, or we can upload our own files. For example, we want to upload, then select files, okay. So let's select this one, then open. Then you must change this media file drop down to none, then insert into page, then hit update button. So let's view the page. So there you go. The image will be placed here. I advise that you make sure that the image will fit here by having a dimension of 600 by 600 pixels of image. The next syntax that we will be using is I forgot to write here, it's the footer syntax. The footer syntax are the ones that we see below here. So to add the footer syntax, we will be using the pre-formatted text format. So let's delete this. New footer syntax, then highlight it and select the pre-formatted on the drop down, and hit update. So let's go back to our tab. then hit refresh. So there, you can see the new footer syntax that we have created. The next syntax that we will be discussing is the back and next button. These refer to the buttons that you see on the left and right, lower left and right. Now to add these buttons, we will use the back and next syntax. So you must correctly put them as back and next. This functions to you redirect the page to the next page. So to make an example, this is the page 2 of All About Cyber. So let's go back to the list of pages. So our current page is located here. So the back button will redirect us to the page 1. So if we press the back button, this will go to the page 1 of All About Cyber. Then hitting the next button will redirect us to the page 2. Now there's an additional syntax that we will be using in the back and next button. That is the syntax of the add equals the number of pages to skip. For example, let's edit home. So let's go to home. So there's only one button, the next. There's no back button because there are no previous pages before the home page. So let's view the code. As you can see, there is the next syntax and the additional syntax of add equals 1. This means that we will be skipping one frame ahead. Why? Because as you can remember, the next page of after the home is All About Cyber or the main menu. The main menu are blank contents of the page, which handles all the pages of each main menu. So when we press the next page, we will be redirected not to the main menu but to the page 1 of the microsite. So this next add one will redirect us to this page 1. Same thing applies to the back button with the add equals 1 syntax. So let's edit page 1. So page 1 shouldn't go back to All About Cyber, it should go back to the home page. As you can see, there's back syntax, then there's an additional one page to skip. So that's all for the syntax. So that ends our tutorial for the Smarter About Cyber WordPress theme.